Just concentrate, regroup. So this morning we talked about the Andes cosmology. We talked about the Hatun Pachacamac as the great mystery, the higher forces that nobody see, nobody knows, don't have shape, don't have forms. It's just permeate everywhere in us, in nature. It is the cosmic consciousness, if you want to call it. It's the great creator. And then we talked about the sun as the masculine energy that give life, light, and love to all being in this in our constellation. And then we talk about the mother that give us the gravity, give us the passion, give us the energy of life. Uh, that is the feminine energy. So they were the feminine and the masculine, the connection between them, the balance between them. And then we talked about Mama Kia. Mama Kia is the great Mother Moon, is the reflection of God on us and showing us the way, the wisdom of many generations. So these are the major uh, bodies in our system. We talked about the fact that the Tata Inti is the source of positive ions that is sending down to us, and Pachamama or Mother Earth is the source of negative ions, and that the the negative ions and the positive ions creating a shield around us, like the atmosphere that keep us safe or energy safe. Early in the morning, where the sun positive ion does not interfere, there's not much of it, the chi or the negative ions are much stronger in the earth, and that's why we feel freshness. And we also feel freshness when we go to the forest, to the trees, or to the oceans, or to the river. There's more negative ions in the air. In other words, the sun doesn't dry them out. So early in the morning, that's why most people get up early in the morning. They feel fresh. They do the qigong. They do the exercises in the morning because the air is full of negative ions. They come from the earth. As the sun comes up and come to midday, the sun is very strong and it started to dry out the negative ions, and we have extra positive ions. The web, internet, electricity is all positive ions. And that's why around 12, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we get like really freaking tired. We really do. Because we are depleted of the positive, well, of the negative ions. Negative ions is the chi, you know, for those of you who do Qing Feng. But this is the essence of life in many ways. Anyway, so when we do limpia or when we do work, we want to enrich that energy field that we have with more negative ions. Now, I'm talking about it this way to just to let you know that shamans are no more than electricians and plumbers. It's really about science. It's not just a question of spirituality. It's really we are electric magnetic field. We are connected to that. We are influenced by it and all that. It's important to understand that everything that we do, we manipulate, we change energies. Really important to understand that. So positive, masculine, negative ions, uh, feminine, and that is the creation of of the pole that is in balance. In the shamanic tradition of South America and maybe others too, there are four gates during the day to do ceremonies or to consider. So there are these gates. There are energetic, atmospheric changes that open up for 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after. So it's 20 minutes between sunrise, midday, sunset, and midnight. So we have four gates where we are more likely to enter into the other world. And that doesn't matter that we can do it in other times, but it's more auspicious to do that during that day. So when you wake up early in the morning, this is the time of magic, where the sun just rise. There's an opening, and your heart. I mean, I don't know about you, but your heart is like, whoa, you want to go and hug that sun. You know, it's like it's a miracle. People go to Halekale Halua or to the Sinai Mountain. They go to all these mountains to be in that magical moment. And in the same way, when the sun is up in the sky, this is where God sees you. It's just above you, and you have no shadow. And so all ceremonies for God, for the sun, is done at noon. Because at noon, you are seen by God, and God doesn't see your shadows. What?
There was a hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
Yes.
Right behind you.
Doo-doo. Maybe it's my chocolate or something.
They love this pollinator.
What?
They love this pollinator.
Oh,
garden.
okay, good. So midday is incredibly important because you have a direct connection to Tata Inti, to positive ions, to love, to light. And when the sun is just above you, and in Ecuador, the sun is above you. It's not like this, it's not like that, it's like in the middle. That is where you don't have shadows. God don't see your shadows. And it's beautiful time to open your heart and participate in community ceremonies or in healing. Because in healing, when you do it under that time, you have the blessing of God. Okay? And then you go to sunset when the energy is changing completely and the night is coming or the end of the day is coming. And then you watch there on the beach and you see this beautiful sun, oh, going down there, and there's something in your heart. It's like, oh my God, the death of the day. And so that's another magical gate. And midnight is 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after is really about the returning of the soul.
Returning of what?
The soul,
The soul.
yeah. So soul retrieval traditionally it's done at midnight. So midnight is when the soul is merging with the stars, because we came from the stars. We are connected to the stars. So these are the gates that are important to understand. There's four gates during the day. There are four elements that we are made up of. There is the four directions. Yeah, the world is built on that number of four. Yeah? Important. So when you do ceremony or when you do healing work, you might want to consider when you do the ceremonies, because it's important to the success of that task. You don't want to do soul retrieval at, early in the morning, because that is where your soul wants to fly into create beautiful new day. You don't want to do it during the midday. You don't want to do it like when you're going to die. You want to do it at midnight, where the new day begins. You know, it's a new beginning. So I just want to tell you that there is a logic for all of it. It's not by coincidence. It's really about the electric magnetic field of of our Earth. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk to you about now. So we talked about that, and then we did the gazing, which is to see the diagnostic way to see the issues that are a person face when they are with your open eyes or gazing eyes. Uh, so I wanted to talk about um, evil or energy vampires. we, that was part of the program, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is an issue that I am quite sure that 99.5 of you experience. And those are the people who are leeching on your energy, or taking your energy, or sucking your energy. Um, Does anybody here experience something like that?
Yes.
Many times we don't want to acknowledge that, because we don't want to feel like we are suckers. But it's important to see. So that energy vampires is people who mostly don't believe in themselves, have a very low self-esteem, who find ways to attach themselves to people that they believe they are more capable than themselves. And they latch onto them by making them indispensable to their life. They become friends, they become family, they start to negotiate, organize, become part of that person. And it all at the same time, try to manage power and control from around that person. The difficulty about that is the understanding that that sometimes it really feels good for us, because there is somebody who's really helping us and doing work for us. But on the other hand, it's hard to believe that somebody wants to suck your energy and then speak you out at the very end.
So are
And
you saying that they show up as people who are like in service to help us, and then at the end they spit us out?
when they're done,
It's usually shocking, right? It's
what?
like, it's usually shocking. It's like you think that you are so close with this person and they kind of pull a number on you.
Well, it's not only stalking. It's the it's the notion that they take your energy to empower themselves, to make themselves strong. So their purpose is not to serve you. It is with their their mission is to empower themselves. What?
No, we have a friend like that.
No, that's impossible. So what I would like to do is I would like you to do some journey work. And raise your hand if you do not have spirit guides, teacher, waka, or any other spirit guide. You don't.
I'm sure I do.
What?
I haven't met them. I haven't met them.
Okay.